and of course we love a good celebration, and today is actually the Jewish community is celebrating their holiday, Purim.
That's right. And Studio 10's Claudia spoke with the MSU Jewish Center on how people can celebrate this ancient holiday. So let's take a look.
Jewish holiday of Purim is kind of a combination of like a costume holiday, but also sort of commemorating oppression of when the Jewish people were oppressed.
But to understand how Purim came to be, you have to go back, way back, to a different time in a different place.
It is kind of more medieval times, even earlier than that actually, in what is modern day Iran, but it's Persia. The king of the region, his name is Achashverosh. He is lackluster king. He doesn't really have a ton of things on his agenda. He's not, super concerned about the actual politics of the region. He cares way more about partying. And he has a trusty advisor whose name is Haman, or Haman. And Haman is very anti-Semitic. He has a plan to eradicate all of the Jews. And so, in an effort to stop this, Achashverosh, the king, was searching for his next wife, and the Jews, they had a woman in the community, her name is Esther, and so Achashverosh falls madly in love with Esther. She becomes the queen, and through her work, they were able to expose Haman's plan to the king and stop the destruction.
Today, Purim is celebrated with fun and tasty traditions handed down for millennia. So just how is Purim celebrated?
To celebrate the holiday, we do a lot of different things. We read what's called the Megillah, which is the actual document telling the story of Queen Esther. And every time Haman's name is said, children, but also adults too, use what we call a grogger, or a noisemaker, to sort of block out hearing his name. We dress in costumes very similar to Halloween, but for a really different reason. But people will dress in Halloween-style costumes to be able to commemorate Esther having to hide her identity, the Jewish people having to kind of hide away and exist kind of in the background to make sure that they were safe.
So how can you celebrate or help a friend celebrate?
There's a couple great options to support friends that are celebrating Purim or to celebrate alongside. One is to actually try making a hamantaschen. It's pretty easy actually, sugar cookie dough that you then pinch into a triangular shape and then you fill the middle with something. It could be anything from a chocolate spread to a jelly or a jam, and then they bake and they're really fun. If you know someone who's celebrating Purim, to surprise them and say, I got you this mishloach manot package and I want to give it to you. When you make a mishloach manot package, it could be anything. I would love hamantaschen or cookies. I would love dried fruit, seasonal fruit. When I was a kid, there were little toys, there were coloring books, there were Mad Lib books. So just like fun little things that kind of all can be wrapped up and sort of bring a smile to people's face.
And Nate says whether you're celebrating with friends or helping a friend celebrate, you can't go wrong with both options.
Even though the story of Purim is more somber and the meaning behind it is more sad, it has a happy ending. And so we celebrate the happy ending.
And here at Studio 10, we're wishing you a very happy Purim.
Well, happy Purim for all that celebrate. I love that. You learn something new every single day, so that's amazing to hear. And of course, we have more information on this holiday online as well.